Now back to our other top stories. Selfless service is the key to a life well lived. Those were some of the words from Giancarlo Esposito tonight at Lane Community College's Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration. KEZI 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz was at that ceremony. She's now live in the studio with more on his message and reaction to his speech.
Giancarlo Esposito says it's important to be you, a message that the actor says is key in living the life you want to live. As he delivered his speech to hundreds tonight at LCC, he said that's what Martin Luther King Jr. was standing up for, your dream. There's no dream greater than your own. Actor Giancarlo Esposito says that's what makes us unique.
You can always take it back, and you can always be truthful and honest about who you are.
The former Breaking Bad star spoke to a packed house Monday night at Lane Community College. He said knowing who you are means chasing your dream, not being swayed by what may be happening around you.
Those eyes were on me because of the color of my skin and trying to figure out who I was. And so I ask, who are you? Who am I? And why are we here?
And it took some time to learn who he was.
I grew up at a turbulent time in America. I came to America in early 1962 from Europe. And America was a very different place for me to see with my own eyes.
Esposito is half Italian, half black, and says growing up there were a lot of eyes on him because of the color of his skin. But he says Martin Luther King Jr. stood up for what was right.
He felt that people were equal and should be treated as such, and he put his life out on the line to support that.
We thought that this would be a perfect fit given his activism in the community.
College professor and city councilor Greg Evans played a major role in recruiting Esposito to LCC. He says a lot of students know Esposito from TV shows and knew he'd have a good message to share, one that's already making an impact on students.
He starts talking about the future generation and how they are the ones that are going to be the catalysts for the change that they need.
Now, Esposito says a major factor in deciding to speak at LCC was their focus on cultural competency and diversity on campus. Live in the studio, Sarah Hurwitz, KEZI 9 News.